A very good evening and welcome to the weekend news recap from Japura News by Japura Voice. I'm Anupa Amavarni. As Sri Lankans, we too are facing a serious crisis in the face of the global epidemic. So it's very important that we must be self-controlled and fulfill our responsibilities properly to get out of this pandemic situation and move towards a normal lifestyle. So get the COVID vaccine immediately, follow the main guidelines of wearing face masks, maintaining social distance, washing hands frequently, and minimizing public contact. Seek medical advice immediately if symptoms persist. Seek medical advice through the phone whenever you are unable to go to the hospital. And do not leave home unless it's highly necessary. We kindly remind you to make your full contribution as a duty and social responsibility to overcome this pandemic that the country is facing the face of increasing number of patients and deaths. With that reminder, let's take a look at the news headlines. Japura reveals that the Delta variety is responsible for 95% of COVID-19 infections in Sri Lanka. A decision has been taken to provide vaccinations to school children over 12 years of age in 3 stages. National Active Research Conference on Higher Education from Japura. Opportunity for foreign qualified students to apply to state universities. Best Translation Award for novels to Senior Lecturer Madhubhashini Disanayake. Now for news in detail. After investigating the prevalence of different SARS-CoV-2 variants in different provinces in Sri Lanka, USJ researchers found out the Delta variant was responsible for 95.8% of COVID-19 infections in Sri Lanka. A study carried out by USJ researchers, including Professor Neelika Malavige, Dr. Chandima Jivardhana from the Allergy, Immunology and Cell Biology Unit of the Department of Immunology Molecular and Molecular Medicine of the University of Sri Javardhanapura, showed that Delta variant was responsible for 95.8% infections in Sri Lanka, and Delta prevalence was between 84% to 100% in different provinces. As further mentioned by the researchers, it is important to find out the prevalence of different SARS-CoV-2 variants in different provinces in Sri Lanka to take relevant policy decisions regarding control of COVID-19. State Minister Professor Channa Jayasumana says that children with special needs will be vaccinated with the Pfizer vaccine from this week in Sri Lanka. According to Health Ministry sources, COVID-19 vaccination for children over 12 years of age is planned to be carried out in 3 phases. Children with chronic diseases will be vaccinated under the first phase of the vaccination, while in the second phase, vaccine will be given to A-level and O-level students. In the third stage, the vaccine will be given to the rest of the children, especially those over 12 years of age. Health Minister Kehliya Rambukala last week said that the government is considering to vaccinate nearly 2 million school children promptly. Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences of University of Sri Javardhanapura organized a National Action Research Conference on Higher Education. The plenary speech has delivered by Dr. Bimali Induratna, Department of Education, University of York, in the inauguration ceremony, which was held on 16th September at 9 a.m. Associate Professor Indika Liyanage, Faculty of Arts and Education, Deakin University, Australia, was the keynote speaker of the conference. In parallel to that, a panel discussion on good practices in the teaching and learning process on higher education held on 16th of September at 3 p.m. Many professors and lecturers participated for the discussion as panelists. The University Grants Commission has announced that the admissions are open for the students with foreign qualification to undergraduate courses of the state universities for the academic year 2020-21. Candidates with result at a foreign examination held outside Sri Lanka deemed equivalent to GCE Advanced Level Examination of Sri Lanka are eligible to apply for admission to universities in Sri Lanka. Candidates who wish to apply for degree courses of the universities in Sri Lanka can apply on or before 24th September 2021. For more details, Foreign Admission 2020-21 Handbook can be downloaded from the UGC website. The prize for the best translation novel from Sinhala to English has been awarded to the senior lecturer, Mrs. Madhubhashini Disanayaka Ratnayaka, Department of English Language Teaching, Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences, University of Sri Jayawardhanapura at the State Literary Festival 2020. The prize has been awarded for her translation of Mr. Somaratna Balasurya's novel Vap Magula to English by the name of the Solving Festival. The national program to uplift the school education activities that have been crippled due to the COVID-19 pandemic through television was commenced on 7th September via the first ever National Education Broadcasting Centre in Sri Lanka. This centre will be broadcasting all the academic programs produced by the National Institute of Education to TV channels and websites according to a specific timetable by covering the full syllabus effectively. In line with this, 2 new channels were launched in addition to the 2 Nanasa channels that are currently being broadcasted through Dialogue TV. In order to expand this project, a large number of investors will be collaborated in order to supply gallery facilities to cover all the districts in the island. The Department of Examinations of Sri Lanka has issued an announcement regarding the final examination of National College of Education. Accordingly, the examination of 2020 and 2021 scheduled to be held from the 21st to the 26th of this month have been postponed indefinitely due to the adverse COVID-19 pandemic situation in the island. The dates of the resumption of the examination will be announced later. The Senator at Palak Advanced Level Seminar Series, organized by the students of the Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences, University of Sri Jayawardhanapura, concluded successfully. Through these, 12 subjects belonging to the GCE Advanced Level Arts stream were covered. This series of support seminars were held with the participation of over 5,000 students from all over the island. That's all the news we have this week. This is Japura News by Japura Voice, the university level brand of trusted news reporting. Take care. Good night.